Hi everyone, this is audap. Let's continue our game of Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn, running on PlayStation 5. Let's see, seeking the ideal waterfront. Which one was this one? Oh, yeah. We gotta find the foodie. Of course, I don't know where he was.
We've reached our destination.
I'm hungry! So hungry! I can eat a whole horse by myself!
I bet. Speaking of dinner, I think it's Shion's turn to cook tonight, right?
I believe so. Let's ask if she can get started sooner rather than later. If for no other reason than to settle law down.
What? Something wrong?
Hush. They sound quite excited about something.
From what I've heard, a lot of people have been copying Kagari and Notio's wedding ceremony from last year.
Yeah, it's a traditional Renan ceremony, but ever since they got married, it's gotten super popular, even among Dahnan couples.
The whole thing was just so lovely. It was my first time attending a wedding, but I can definitely see the appeal.
Lovely, yeah. Oh, and all the food they served was delicious too.
I know, there was so much food, but everything they served was carefully chosen. And you could taste the care put into every bite. And the flowers. The arrangement they chose for Kagari's bouquet was a perfect fit for her. Also, during the banquet after the ceremony, Kagari and Notio were telling me the whole story about how they found their new house. They said it was okay if it was simple and bare bones. They just wanted a warm place where they could spend their days together. I want that too. A joyous ceremony for a loving couple starting a new life together. I guess dreams really can come true. It was a perfect day.
Sounds like someone may have been taking notes.
No, it's not like that. Anyway, Kisara, how about you?
Me? Well, I certainly don't think marriage is the most important thing in life. That said, I'll admit having a wedding ceremony does seem nice.
Really? It sounds like you both feel the same way then. Oh, speaking of which, Kisara, do you remember what you said at Kagari and Notio's ceremony? About the bouquet toss?
You mean how if you can't catch a bouquet, you'll end up always being single and alone? Yeah, I'm sorry about that. As it turns out, that isn't true at all.
What? It isn't?
Apparently not. I actually just found out recently myself. I'm really sorry. I shouldn't have mentioned it without checking first.
This is quite an interesting conversation. In more ways than one.
Seriously? Who cares about weddings and all that kind of stuff? Let's go already, I'm starving!
If we must. Personally, I feel it's rather boorish of you to spoil their fun.
Hey, you guys talking about weddings?
Oh, you three are finally back. Yeah, it turns out weddings are all the rage these days.
I have heard the same. There is no denying that Notio and Kagari's ceremony was a delightful occasion, filled with warmth and understanding.
That's for sure. Even after the ceremony was over, Shion just kept going on and on about how nice it had been.
I don't know about that.
Really? I guess I never realized.
Law must be misremembering, that's all. Anyway, I've got a dinner to make.
Seems like it's a bit of a touchy subject for her. It would probably be best not to press her on it.
What is it, Alphen? Is something the matter?
No, sorry, I'm just realizing that there's so much I don't know. I had no idea that weddings were popular, that Shion was so interested in them. Any of it.
Don't let it get to you. Paying attention to such things is simply not in your nature.
Damn, Dohalim. Are you trying to cheer the poor guy up or rub salt in the wound?
No, it's fine, Law. Dohalim is right. Still, it's something I need to work on. Otherwise, it could get me into real trouble in the future. Maybe someday I'll, find someone I want to marry. If my bride is someone who cares deeply about the wedding ceremony, then that means it should be important to me, too. I don't want to use my own ignorance as an excuse to make my bride-to-be do all the planning. That would be a huge burden for one person to carry, right?
That may be the case, but I'm still not sure what you're getting at.
I just think that it's important to know about weddings. Not only weddings, but marriage in general. I need to learn more about them so I can be prepared. I want to do some research and fill in the gaps in my knowledge. That way I'll have the confidence to help out and make informed decisions when the time comes. But I've never done something like this before. I have no idea where to even begin. So...
You're saying you want us to help you out? You got it! To be honest, I don't really know that much about the subject myself, though.
Thanks, Law.
Oh, speaking of which, you should definitely make sure to ask Shion for help. There's probably nothing about nuptials that she doesn't know.
No. Sorry, but I, want to keep this a secret from her. Because, doing this for my own benefit. So I want to do as much of it as possible on my own, without being a burden on anyone else. I realize I'm asking for some assistance from all of you guys, but I don't want to bother Shion with this. If I did, then I'd end up relying on her too much. I really want to avoid that. So, I want to do this research, but I also want to keep Shion from finding out about it. Can you help me?
Whoa, that was a whole lot of words. But I think I get what you're trying to say. You could have just said you don't want to cause trouble by not knowing anything, because you finally decided you want to marry Shion. Ow!
You need to work on your filter, Law. You don't have to say every thought that pops into your head. You aren't a little kid, are you?
Ah! Oh. Sorry.
My. Those growing pains can sure pack a wallop.
At any rate, I think I speak for all of us when I say we are sympathetic to your cause. We shall assist in your research and keep it to ourselves. You should go about this endeavor in your own way. If you do not wish to involve Shion at this time, then so be it. But be mindful that should she find out, you'll likely need to explain all of this to her.
The pursuit of knowledge is a noble one. I'm rooting for you, Alphen.
Thanks, all of you. I'm gonna take advantage of this opportunity to gather as much info as I can.
So, Alphen, what kind of information are you after first? What's the most important thing to know about weddings?
Flowers, maybe?
You know, Shion was saying something about bouquets.
What was that, Rinwell?
Nothing. I didn't say anything. I agree, though. Flowers that match the bride are a must.
They are, right? By the way, will our cover be okay? I don't want Shion to know what I'm up to.
We're good. Kisara's on Shion distraction duty, so we should have plenty of time. We'll make sure Shion keeps busy while you're gathering information. That way you should be able to keep it a secret from her.
Thanks. I don't mean to cause trouble for everyone just because of some weird whim of mine.
We don't mind, but be sure to explain everything to Shion at some point. So, you need info on flowers. What do you want to know exactly?
What kind of flowers are best for a wedding? If there are any special kinds you need? That kind of thing. White's the best color, right?
I think you should talk to an expert on the subject. Anyone come to mind?
Well, I don't know how much he knows about flowers, but Mahavar sailed around the world. Maybe somewhere on his travels he picked up some knowledge about flora.
He's taken us out on his ship lots of times, starting with our pursuit of Almadria. He's in Thistleum now, right? I'm pretty sure that's what Dohalim said.
Let's go see if he can help.
EX quests are special quests where Alphen does his best to achieve a certain goal. They are marked by the icon of a golden letter. Their details are recorded separately from other subquests. EX quests take priority over other subquests. When you accept an EX quest, some subquests may be temporarily unavailable, and subquests that are already in progress may be suspended. Once an EX quest has been completed, you will be able to accept and resume other subquests again. If you don't accept the EX quest, you can return to Vicent Inn later to accept it. Shion's diary. You can access Shion's diary from the library in the menu. Her diary will grow longer as you progress through EX quests. Okay, well, I better give priority, I
I
guess.
was able to distract Shion. I hope she doesn't suspect anything.
That's great, Kisara. The way forward is clear now, thanks to you.
Yeah! Let's hurry and go ask Mahavar about the flowers.
Where is this guy? This'll something or other?
I don't see any masked people wandering around.
Luckily, this place is fairly secluded. It seems Cal Basil's influence hasn't reached it yet.
Mahavar, can we have a minute?
Oh, Alphen! How you been? What's with the serious face?
I've come to glean some of your worldly knowledge. Do you know what kind of flowers are best suited for a wedding ceremony?
Flowers? For a wedding?
Yeah. Do they need to be a special kind? Any practical information you have would be helpful. I think some kind of pretty white flowers would be best.
Whoa there, hold on just a minute. I'm glad you thought of me for advice, but... You know, I'm not really the flower type.
Oh, can't you remember anything? It's super important.
If the flowers are for a wedding, then why not just use whatever kind of flowers the bride and groom both like?
There's no particular type that I like. Heck, I barely even know the names of any flowers.
Wait, Alphen, it's your... I think I get it now. In that case, I'll give it some more thought. Maybe... Nah, that's all wrong. Oh! There's a Calaglian legend that's perfect for this kind of thing.
A legend?
Yeah, they say there's a rare flower that grows only in Calaglia. The legend goes that if you wear it, you'll be happy forever.
Really? I'd never heard that one.
Now that you mention it, I think I read about that flower before.
If you ask the Calaglians, I'm sure they could tell you more.
Then it's probably quickest to ask the Crimson Crows for info.
Thanks, Mahavar. I knew I could count on you.
Same goes for you. I won't press you for details on your plans, but good luck.
Thanks. See you around.
A flower that makes you happy when you wear it. What a beautiful legend for Calaglia to have.
It may be difficult tracking down real information about the legend, though. It sounds more like an ancient fairy tale.
We'll have better luck if we ask people in the area where the flower can be found.
Oh, I can't take on any quests while we do this.
Looks like we made it here in one piece.
mysterious mass group, huh? I wonder how the Blazing Sword would handle something like this.
Tilsa, I didn't know you'd come back here.
Yeah, I switch off between here and Pelagian. What's with you, Alphen? You in some kind of trouble?
No, not exactly. I'm looking for a certain flower. I heard that a flower that makes you happy when you wear it grows around here.
A flower that what? It sounds like crazy talk.
It's supposed to be rare and only grows in Calaglia. You haven't heard of it?
Rare, huh? It could be that one flower. You know, the white one that grows in the Iglia wastes.
Oh, that one. I've certainly never seen it anywhere else, but I didn't know it had that kind of legend attached to it. So why do you need this flower that makes you happy anyway?
I'm, doing some research on wedding ceremonies. I don't know anything about them, so I thought I'd start by looking into bouquets. In my research, I heard about a perfect flower that grows in Calaglia, so I decided to track it down.
I see. Wedding ceremonies, huh? If you're looking into that kind of thing, I assume you...
You've got your reasons, right, Alphen? I wish nothing but the best for you. However, the area where that flower grows has been full of Zeugles recently. They may have trampled all the flowers fled.
Guess we'll just have to go and see. Thank you for all the information.
Hang on, why are Tilsa and Nath grinning like fools?
You figure it out. You think maybe he wants the flowers to make a bouquet? To give to someone?
You mean, Alphen, you planning on making someone special the happiest woman in the world?
Wait a minute, I never said anything like that. I'm simply trying to learn more about weddings.
You traitor! I'm supposed to be the first, then it's your turn!
No, you're misunderstanding. It's really not like that. Nath, back me up here.
If we're jumping to conclusions, then just ignore that ignoramus and go off to find the flowers. But be careful.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Wait, Alphen! Ah, damn it!
Oh man, what a funny quest.
Let's head to the Iglia Wastes. We might get to see the actual flowers we could use in a bouquet up close and personal.
Right. Just hope Zeugles haven't destroyed them. Okay, off we go. No choice.
Hold together, just a little longer.
Thanks for the sympathy.
Hey, together! We need you informed!
Glacial Spear.
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
We are freaking invincible!
Alphen and the others truly are strong!
What about me? Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Commander of Heaven.
Phoenix Cyclone!
Glacial Spear! Pierce evil! Thunder
Bring
Field!
through!
Freeze Laser!
Rising Driver!
Astral energy!
Rising! Now I'm in the groove!
Illuminate the
Glitter
dark!
Dragon!
Come forth!
Eagle Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished. With your flames and my technique,
We're stronger together than we are apart.
Go no further! Glacial Slot. Don't you think you've saved us a lot of power at this point? I always feel safe when we put you in front of us. Stop being shy and just go for it like you always do.
Xion! Calm down!
Pierce through!
You got
Rising Driver! Strata!
Wind astral energy!
First strike!
Raging cascade!
Forward!
Radiant Pierce!
Sonic Thrust! Burn! Rising Wyvern!
That's
fantastic! Great! Amazing!
Check the flaw and time to focus!
only trying to be nice. Your astrolabs are truly incredible. Every little bit helps, right? Indeed it does. I'll keep pushing to be better as well.
Thanks, Shion.
It's not the first time.
And I'm still grateful.
Looks like it could be worth something.
Are you okay? Get yourself fixed up.
Right. I'll do that now.
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade! Was that too much?
Not at all.
In an instant! Impact Claw!
Well then, I should probably think about tonight's menu.
No choice!
Watch your back!
Sonic Thrust! Pierce through! Rising Wyvern! Stunner! Sonic Thrust!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go, Alphen!
It's time to end this battle!
I'm right beside you!
Keep pushing forward!
But don't go too far. Stay close.
Right! Sorry.
Those two really haven't changed a bit.
Thank goodness we won.
An opponent like this would be easy.
The flames will roar.
Sonic Thrust! Rising Wyvern! Stunner! Swallow Dance! Totally! In an instant! Impact Claw! Charging us!
That's what my
I'll
shield's
show
for.
you how useful I can be! You got it! I'll leave it to you!
Photon blast! Lightning condemn! Thunder blast!
Sonic Thrust! Pierce through! Sonic Thrust! Wish they were all that easy.
Yeah, I think we might be getting too strong.
Isn't that good?
Play along, would you?
How do I get up there again?
We're in good form.
It still amazes me every time he does that.
Yeah. The way they grow before your eyes really is astounding.
Hey, Dahnan, what would happen if you tried to cast that on a person instead of a plant?
I don't know. I'm...
Hi, Hoodle!
Sonic Thrust! Pierce through! Rising Wyvern! Stardust!
Hey, when did I get so popular?
Sonic Thrust! Rising Wyvern!
Now! Radiant Fury coming! Damn! Reload!
Pierce through! Sonic Thrust! Swallow Blade!
Dahnan, immobilize that one!
Indeed. That does seem wise.
Now let's turn the tide.
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! They just keep coming! Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Rising wyvern! Stardust! We've turned the tables more sucrals?
Keep calm and take them down!
Pierce through! Sonic thrust! Rising wyvern!
I'm surrounded!
Grinwell, I'm on my... Yeah!
Enemies incoming! Oh! Thanks, Law!
Rising wyvern!
Carve now through all! Crossblade! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
There you go! Reinforcements!
Pierce through! Rising
In
wyvern!
here! Get on in there with the others!
Pierce through! Rising wyvern!
Lightning orb!
Stardust!
A banana! Let's go!
Now I'm in the groove! Sonic thrust! Rising wyvern! Stardust!
Freezing storm!
As impressive as always.
Raging
No, I mean, you're even better than ever.
I've never seen Xion actually look flustered.
Glacial Spear.
Here's the evil!
Pierce through! Rising wyvern!
You fight better at a distance.
The further away, the better.
You and I both.
Sonic thrust!
Thanks for the healing.
Watch yourself, okay?
Yeah, you too.
I can only rely on my...
They really are beautiful flowers. But they've all been trampled, like we feared.
There are a few that aren't harmed. So these are the flowers that can make you happy. Got it. Learned something new.
It was nice to see the real thing. Since we took care of the Zoogles that trampled them, they should grow back soon.
You're right. If someone wants them for a wedding bouquet, they'll probably be able to pick some here. Though it may take a while for enough to bloom for a whole bouquet. Something wrong, Rinwell?
It's nothing. I just had a lonely thought.
Lonely? What thought?
I was imagining your wedding. Your bride might be someone very close to me. A dear friend. This was just a thought, remember? But if it is someone like that, I'd naturally be overjoyed for two people I love. But at the same time, I'd probably feel a little like I was losing my closest friend.
Rinwell.
Alphen, if it does turn out that way, you have to promise me you'll take care of her forever. Look at me. I can't even picture it without welling up.
Rinwell, I haven't made any decisions about my future, so you should put thoughts like that out of your head. But you really care about that friend of yours, don't you? I'm sure if this friend heard what you just told me, she'd be very happy. I feel like I should thank you. Thanks, Rinwell.
You're welcome. I'm sorry for wasting your time with my crazy thoughts.
No, it's okay.
Oh, and I had another idea. When a bride throws the bouquet, only one person can catch it, right? I always thought that was unfair. Maybe you can do something about that. Like, give one flower to each person or something.
Isn't throwing the bouquet part of the fun? If you hand out flowers instead, then won't some people be disappointed?
You may be right. Maybe there's some other way. What do you think, Hoodle? Hoodle and I will talk it over. If we come up with something good, then maybe it'll take off.
Shion's diary is updated. Why is her diary updated when I'm doing the quest?
Hey, Hoodle! Think we could discuss that bouquet we were talking about earlier?
Sounds fun. What did you want to talk about?
Shion! Nothing! We were just playing around.
Really?
This might be some
wedding
decent
dress.
equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Party formation. You can change which characters will fight in the combat as well as who you wish to control. Their position determines what to press to trigger their boost attack. Press L1 or R1 during combat to change who you control. Press hamburger to change your character's battle control. Semi-auto automatically moves around until in attack range. Manual full character control auto. Fights based on set strategy. Press hamburger to change modes during combat. Oh, okay, I didn't know that obviously. Oh yeah, I guess I do have a bunch of stuff now, don't I? So spendy. Hold on a minute. Boy, I just have not done this for a while. So many skills I haven't been paying attention to. All his are like way more expensive. Okay.
We finally made it.
Get lost!
Sonic thrust! Super rising wiper! Eagle fly! Sonic thrust! Rising wiper! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
Magna immobilize that one.
Indeed. That
Looks
does
like
seem
you're doing
wise.
well, Lord.
Let's turn the tide.
I'm always doing well.
Oh yeah? I guess you don't need any healing then.
Wait! Please
Do
heal
it!
me!
Astral energy.
Say no more.
Like we're gonna lose to small fry.
Go no further.
Super swallow game! Sonic thrust! Rising wiper! Damn it! Stardust! First strike! Pierce through!
Now. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished.
There you go, Alphen.
It's time to end this battle.
I'm right beside you.
Stardust!
Blow away! Prepare to be seized of the fleet of force. Actually, perhaps now is more
I
appropriate.
can't imagine. Less talking, more doing.
Stardust!
This ends now.
Consider yourself finished. That's some power you wield.
You're the one who did the heavy lifting.
Sonic thrust! Rising wyvern! Stardust! Tear you apart! Pierce through! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
All aboard the victory train!
Overconfidence can bite you in the butt.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Swallow dance! Sonic thrust! Rising wyvern! Eagle assault! Stardust! Eagle fly! Portal blade!
They're above us. Xion, you know what to do.
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone!
Illuminate the dust. Come forward, holy glimmer.
Rising wyvern!
We've turned the tables on us.
There are still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
Blow away! Sonic thrust! Stardust!
Isara, frozen.
Hammer!
I think I'm getting stronger.
How long has it been since I last went this hungry?
Hey there!
Oh, there you are. Wanted to talk to you about Cislodian donuts. That's quite out of the blue, but sure, I'm all ears. What is it? Interesting. So Gladys's donuts had that kind of an issue, huh? Fascinating. I know, right? If we can solve it, it'll help both Calaglia and Cislodia.
Watch it!
No, not that. What's got my interest is unlocking the potential of a new delicacy. I thought you'd say that. Do you have any advice to help solve the problem?
Very
I'll think about it. Revision's a part of gourmet, after all. Let's see. Maybe.
Yes!
That's it. I got it. The perfect thing for Cislodia is... Reveal Comades. Reveal what?
Ah!
Reveal Lucamades. I thought I'd try making something based off of a dish known as Lucamades. Listen up. Appearance-wise, they're no different from normal donuts. But the dough is extra sticky and fluffy. It won't stiffen up even in freezing Cislodia.
Oh, wow!
Oh, that sounds perfect. Tell us how to make them. Sure, but first you must try them. And that means I need the ingredients to make them.
Got it.
Okay, we'll gather everything right away. Just tell us what you need. Yeah, I love that enthusiasm. I get it, though. The donuts do sound awful tasty, don't they?
Yes!
Come back here once you have everything, and I'll introduce you to a new flavor experience.
Oh?
Oh, can't you just use the ingredients we've got on hand to make a sample?
Well?
This is all you asked for, right?
Yes!
Yes, that'll do it. All right, just give me a bit, and I'll get to work on whipping them up. Done. All right, prepare yourselves prepare yourselves to fully savor the flavor of an all-new culinary experience. I can't wait to try it. Munch, munch. This texture. Wow, they're the chewiest, fluffiest donuts I've ever had. These should stay soft even in the cold of Cislodia.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gordeno, or Gordeno. The Cislodian bakers will be thrilled.
How about it?
Hey, Xion, why don't we bring some back for the kids so they can try them firsthand? If that's the case, I can make some more for those kids.
Thanks.
Thanks, Gordeno, but that's an awful lot of work for you. Allow us to help.
Yeah.
Good idea. There's still ingredients left, so let's get started.
Yeah.
All right, let's make some donuts. All done, but we may have made too many. Better to have too many than too few. Let's take these back to Cislodon.
Moron!
Hold on now, there's one more thing left to do.
Oh?
There is? What? The most important part. You ready? Listen up. This dish is
Yes!
absolutely
Yes!
exquisite. Are you okay? Oh, cooking has made me so famished I can't come up with anything good. Oh well, forget about it. I'll show you an amazing one next time you come around.
Seriously?
Quite the free spirit. But when it comes to gourmet, he's the real deal. Let's go share these samples with the girls at the bakery.
Huh? What happened to the other samples?
Sorry, Rinwell. I may have eaten a few of them. But hear me out. I tried really hard to stop at 3, but before I knew it, I'd had 6.
Even 3 would have been 3 too many.
I can't stop shaking. I know it'll be fine, but I always had... hesitant to let the blazing sword get wet.
I told you, don't worry about it. Our sword will be fine.
Our sword. How things change.
We've got just the donuts for you. And we brought samples too. Care to try them?
You did it!
Thank you, miss. They look great. Yum, chewy, fluffy, delicious. These just might hold up. Oh, excuse me. Hold up to the new temps in Cislodia.
All right!
Perfect. That makes the effort all worth it, doesn't it, Shion? I only helped out a little. By the way, where are your father and sister?
Okay.
Oh, they went out to restock, so I'm looking after the shop. Is that all right? Well, we got samples for them too, so I'll leave them with you. Wow, so many. They're like a donut vendor. You're like a donut vendor or something. You know, it might actually be fun to make and sell special local versions of Gladys's donuts for each region.
Yeah.
Shion? Shion, the donut vendor. I'm sure Alphen would be right there with you.
Huh?
What? That's, well, it might not be so bad, actually. Anyway, we still have some donuts left. What should we do with them?
Okay.
I have an idea. Some customers the other day were interested in Gladys's donuts. They said they came from a place called Pelagion, and they wanted to sell our donuts in their city.
Shion?
Shion, why don't we bring the donuts to Pelagion?
Yes.
I agree.
I'm shocked that you
Really? There's another part of the quest? Okay.
Momentarily parted with the leftover donuts, Shion.
Hey, give me some credit. I already put some aside for myself. There were still more left though, so I went along with Rinwell's idea.
What? When was this?
Figures. Nothing gets between Shion and good food.
Dohalim, I've been thinking about how you've been bringing together the refugees from Lenegis all by yourself. It's incredible.
Right? It sounds like you've got a lot to deal with, but I never hear you complaining. Way to go, man!
Each thoroughfare is a river. The aimless wanderers its flotsam. The rapids become deafening in their ceaseless roar.
What are you talking about? Is there a dangerous river in Pelesian or something?
No, that was Dohalim's somewhat idiosyncratic way of complaining.
Huh? Which part?
The deafening rapids represent the troubled voices of the people here. He has to listen to their woes every single day, so I suppose he must get tired after a while.
Okay. Though, to be honest, even with it explained, I'm still not sure I really get it.
My hand extended to carry any burden, receiving but pebbles.
He wants to help them solve their problems, so he listens to their concerns, but they only ever bring him small, trivial matters.
How did you get all of that?
Suspended outside your window, sunlight caught on sodden shadows. 'Tis no cause for shame.
Wow, it sounds so mysterious. What's this one about, Kisara?
In this case, the sodden shadows would be laundry. One of the Renans must have complained about wet clothing that some Dahnan hung out to dry. He's expressing the frustration he feels at having to listen to such petty grievances all the time.
Yes, your inferences are correct. As a man in my position, I find it difficult to speak my mind. Looking back, my achievements in Menancia truly would have been impossible were it not for your assistance. I find I am quite inadequate on my own.
Dohalim, you're a hard worker. You should be proud of that. I'd be glad to lend an ear to your complaints anytime.
Great courage is needed to travel the long road ahead. You, as ever, are my courage.
Dohalim? Yes, let's continue to travel it together.
I don't think I need that one explained to me.
I still don't get it.
No law. Keep forgetting how grandiose this place is. Where do I go? I need to hit the elevator. Oh, you're the companions of Lord Dolahim, right? Have you seen a girl named Nazamil?
You're...
You know her? I'm sorry, but you are? Finally someone who knows Nazamil. I actually used to work for the Hildress family.
Could it be?
The Hildress family? So that means you served the former Lord Urwagil. Yes, though for only a short time. That's when I learned of her. But she seemed to be kept hidden away in a room and treated quite coldly. I once asked some of my colleagues about her out of curiosity, but they said I'm better off not getting involved. Her story fits with what we heard from Nazamil. Indeed. So, what did you do once you heard about Nazamil's situation? Whatever the reason may be, I felt bad that she was being treated like that. I tried to at least bring her a snack, but Urwagil found me out in front of her room. He was furious after that. He blew up at me and promptly removed me from my post.
My apologies.
I see, but I'm sorry to say that we're not with Nazamil at the moment. You're not? Well, I'm glad to know that she's safe at least, since I couldn't do anything for her. I just wanted to know where she is now, so I've been asking merchants and whoever else I find on the streets. I've been worried about Nazamil this whole time. Or you've been worried about Nazamil this whole time, haven't you? Well, that's about all I could do. It's nice to meet someone else who knows her. But we still know nothing about what happened to her in the past.
Right.
And she never really seemed to want to talk about herself either. It feels wrong to search for information behind her back, but I'm also curious to see the environment she spent time in.
Yeah.
Yes, we need to learn more about Nazamil too. Let's look for people in the city who knew her back then. But her very existence seems to have been kept a secret, so almost no one should know about her. Though I guess it's better to hold on to hope, no matter how small. It won't be easy, but it will enable us to understand Nazamil better. What should we do? Don't talk to him. If it lets us learn even a little bit more about Nazamil, then it's worth doing. Yes, let's get to gathering some information right away.
I hope we can find someone connected to the Hildress family.
I don't know. If that woman's anything to go by, we may not find much useful information.
If we could at least learn what the family was like at the time. Presumably, it was a big part of Nazamil's life.
Okay.
You want to know about a child in the Hildress family? So, you believe the rumors going around then? Rumors? Could you tell us about them?
Good.
Sure. Urwagil supporters were whispering about it like a message of hope. People felt lost when they heard Lord Urwagil passed away, so it was great to hear he had a child. I hope that child will save us Renans from the awful situation we find ourselves in. Since you call it a rumor, I presume you've never actually met this child. I don't need to meet anyone to believe it. It's time we follow Lord Urwagil's and take action. I'm sure she also respects her father, Lord Urwagil, from the bottom of her heart.
Well...
if only he were a father who could be respected.
Fool.
What did you say? How dare you insult Lord Urwagil? A filthy Dahnan could never understand his greatness.
Sure.
I too am a Renan, but I'm not quite sure I understand. Anyway, thank you for telling us. There's nothing else we need to know, so we will be excusing ourselves. A Renan working together with Dahnans. Lord Urwagil would certainly be sad if he could see such a thing.
It's strange. I understand someone wanting to cling to their beliefs, but their story otherwise seems baseless.
I feel the same way. Let's gather more information. Hey,
Have you heard of Lord Urwagil's having a child?
Pardon me.
You mean you know about Nazamil?
Great!
Finally, we found someone. You even know her name.
Very well.
Yes, I worked for the Hildress family as her personal tutor for a period of time. She was an amazing student, but almost never spoke. Didn't smile even once.
sure.
I see. So, is there anything else you know about Nazamil? And also, though I never saw it with my own eyes, I sometimes heard Lord Urwagil yelling at her. Not to mention her family and the people working there acted like she didn't exist. I was told that if I took a sympathetic stance towards her, I would only incur Lord Urwagil's wrath, so I kept my distance. And do you have proof that she was in fact his daughter? Well, besides her academic aptitude, I heard from my colleagues that her ability with astral energy were orders of magnitude beyond our own. With abilities like that, she must be his daughter, though I don't know why he'd hide her from the public. Perhaps there was something preventing him from announcing it. Are you saying there's a possibility that she is not his daughter, then? Your guess is as good as ours. Thank you for speaking with us. Let's continue our search.
We may not have learned We've seen that Nazamil clearly had no one she could trust. She was given an education and lessons in etiquette, but that isn't what she wanted. She needed kind words, a shoulder to cry on, a comforting embrace when she was lonely.
Shion, why don't we try asking some children? It's a long shot, but maybe we can learn something about any friends she might have had.
Hey.
May I ask you something? I was curious if you've heard about Lord Uragil having a child.
Huh?
No, I have not. Why do you ask that all of a sudden? A child? You ever heard of anything like that? Nope, me neither. Who'd you hear it from? Oh, was it Lord Dolahim? Or Dohalim? Lords probably discuss family matters like that amongst themselves. I don't know, but he's the only one I could think of who would have that kind of insider perspective. Even back in Lenegus, I never heard anything about a child. If he really did have one, I'm sure his supporters would have made sure his child became the next lord. That's true. Never heard of anything about that.
Oh, yeah?
Seems like the thought has never even crossed their minds. Maybe this is normal among the former residents of Lenegus.
We can't find any information.
Urwagil was the former lord of Ganeth. Surely someone in this city was connected to him.
Something wrong? You've been staring at us for a while now. Silent type, eh? I don't think we'll get an answer out of him like this. It's unfortunate, but many of the people who came down from Lenegus are still wary of us. I know. From the child's perspective, we must seem like the bad guys. But all the more reason for us to do what we can to ease this boy's anxieties, right? This is about the only thing I can do right now, but... Would you please accept this donut? Donut? Why give it to me? What about just getting to know us better? Is that enough of a reason? How do you feel talking to me like this? Was it scary? No, not at all.
Well?
And I'd be very happy if you accepted these donuts. And when your stomach gets full, it fills up your heart too. Fine, but just a bite, munch. You're right, that's really good. Sounds like you enjoyed it. Here, take enough for your family too. Thanks.
That boy's anxiety seems
sufficiently eased. What's the matter, Shion?
I used to be afraid of handing things to people. If I accidentally touched them, I'd end up hurting them. But it's different now. That boy's hand was warm.
The food you cooked warmed it. And not just his hand, but his heart too.
I hope you're right.
I never know when the voice acting is going to kick in. It's so random.
I realized something from this experience. Kids tend to take a liking to you, don't they?
You think so? I think it's just because the donuts turned out well. At any rate, I'm glad that we were able to share Calaglia's specialty with more of the world, and that I could personally hand it to so many people. I didn't know human touch could be so warm.
Yeah, and that feeling of warmth really stays with you, too. But anyway, I guess that's the end of our donut sharing. Speaking of which, I haven't even tried one yet.
Don't worry, I saved some for you.
Thanks. I'll try one right away. Man, that's tasty. Knowing how much effort you put into them makes them taste even sweeter.
You might be exaggerating a bit. Still, I like seeing people so happy. That's one more recipe under my belt. Maybe next I should invite a lot of people over for a big dinner party.
That's a great idea. I'll help you prepare when the time comes.
I'll take you up on that offer. I'll have to practice making some delicious dishes until then. That way I'll be able to make and eat whatever I want, whenever I want.
Talk about an ulterior motive. But it's good that you're able to touch so many people, both literally and figuratively. Those donuts you made were really good, Shion. I can understand why they made all those kids so happy.
Thanks. Hey, Alphen. I was wondering, what if, and this is a pretty big if, what would you think if I said I wanted to open my own donut shop?
Huh? Really?
No, it's not that it's something I really want to do. It's just that I remembered something Rinwell said to me. She said, if you're going to sell donuts, I'm sure Alphen would be right there with you.
She said that? Well, yeah. Guess she was right. Whatever you decide to do in life, I'll be there to support you and help in any way I can.
Alphen, are you saying...
But you know, if we ever really open a store, I want to make and sell my own donuts too.
Wait, Alphen?
Oh, that's it. What if we made spicy donuts? Wouldn't those be the trendiest donuts ever?
Are you crazy? Yuck! It's my store, so I'm only going to sell donuts that I think are good.
In that case, I'll just have to make some spicy donuts that you think are good.
You know, Alphen, you can be really stubborn when you want to be.
I'm not the only one. So, what do you think? Are you gonna hire me at your donut shop?
Well, I guess I can take your application under consideration.
Deadeye Essence. Testament proving that Shion has completely mastered her traits and surpassed her previous limits. Boost attack enhancements. You completed both of the character's subquests and obtained their essence. So the character's boost attack traits have been enhanced. Every party member's boost attack can be enhanced.
Just one type of food allowed us to connect with so many people.
And those connections led to even more.
All the more reason for us to cherish each new bond we make.
Hey.
Hey, do you happen to know a girl named Nazamil? If you know anything, please tell...
Huh?
Nazamil? A girl with the same name was here until a while ago. What? Do you know where she went? Yep, she said she was going to Shinefall Woods with an adult, searching for something important. With an adult? No use thinking about it right now. We need to hurry to Shinefall Woods. Oh, okay. I mean, I already went there. But sure.
Someone's calling out for us.
They could have something we need from us.
Okay, well, we stop it there. This is audap. You've been watching Tales of Arise Beyond the Dawn, running on PlayStation 5. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.